Canada. Vast, wild, and endless. From the towering Rockies of the west to the windswept shores of the east, it has always called to me. I've seen every province from coast to coast, except one. Newfoundland, the final chapter in my journey, the one place that has waited, untouched, unexplored. But today, that changes. This is the far edge of Canada, and I'm here to get lost in it. We started our day waking up in Sir Richard Squires Memorial Provincial Park, just outside of Deer Lake. This place was practically a ghost town, and we loved it. Quiet, tucked away, and easily home to some of the cleanest facilities we've seen on the trip so far. Before heading out, we took a short walk to Big Falls, tucked right inside the park. The trail winds through towering trees and old-growth forests, a peaceful, shaded path that leads to the roar of the falls. The river here is a hot spot for salmon fishing, and it's easy to see why. The water moves with power and purpose, carving its way through the landscape. After soaking in Big Falls, we hit the road for what was supposed to be a 4-hour drive to Twillingate. But in true Google Maps fashion, things took a turn.
This is open still, you sure?
Well, we're gonna find out.
Like 9 hours to Twillingate today.
It's all part of the adventure. So apparently this is the old Trans-Canada. Apparently it hasn't been the Trans-Canada for a very, very, very long time. What looked like a smooth shortcut on the map quickly revealed itself to be a rough dirt logging road. Definitely not what we expected, but exactly the kind of detour we live for. Falls Bay Bear, that's where we want to go. We don't want to go back to Deer Lake or Connor. We've entered a gravel pit. Very scenic gravel pit at that. Oh, okay, we gotta check this out. Look at that. That's cool. We found a more reliable shortcut. This should take us out to the highway from the looks of it. And it looks like it's a solid road. This unexpected route became our first real off-road adventure of the trip. And even though it felt slower, it actually shaved off an hour of backtracking to Deer Lake. So maybe Google wins this round. Twillingate wasn't on our itinerary, just a last-minute idea and a roll of the dice. With no research and zero reservations, we hit the road hoping for the best. Then Jen checked her phone. Last iceberg boat leaves at 5. ETA, 4:45. Cue the mad dash. All right, we're in Twillingate right now. We did a little illegals to get here in a hurry because the last boat tour for the icebergs was at 4 o'clock and it's
3:46.
3:46. We made it. We got our tickets. And
14 minutes to spare.
14 minutes to spare. The boat hasn't even docked yet. It's coming in now, but we're doing good. So we're just getting our stuff ready. We're going to go see the cool icebergs. I'm so excited about this. This is like the one thing I want to do in Newfoundland. Somehow we made it to the dock with 10 minutes to spare and managed to snag 2 tickets for the tour. With no time to spare, we were stepping onto the boat, ready for whatever adventure lay ahead. We set off from Twillingate, cruising along the rugged west side of North Twillingate Island. A massive iceberg had grounded itself out here, and we were on our way to see it up close. The coastline stretched out beside us, dramatic and raw, as sea spray hit the bow and the wind carried the sharp bite of salt water through the air.
Alright, folks. So, of course, Twillingate Harbor is made up of 2 islands. We have South Twillingate Island here to our right, and we also have North Twillingate Island here to our left. That was a fish merchant that operated on the North Twillingate Island, known as the Hodges. With anyone staying at the Anchor Inn or the Hodge premises, you're actually staying in the fish merchants. And you'll notice if you make your way around Newfoundland, there's a lot of different types of cultures and dialects wherever you go. Because what happened was, as folks came over and settled here, the French settled in one area, the Irish in another, English in another. And here, of course, in Twillingate, there was quite a bit of French influence. And that's, of course, how Twillingate got its name. So, when the French settlers came here first, if we're going to go out here to the left, if we were to go right, we would make our way over by French Head. And the French that came here to settle, they saw the headland of the French Head. They thought, man, that looks like the headlands of the Isle de Twillingate in French. And of course, so they call it Twillingate. And over time, it morphed into Twillingate. We anglicized everything, of course. And there you go. There's where Twillingate gets its name.
Magic water forever.
Look
at the horizon.
Oh, I know. Well, we're basically looking north right now, I think, so we'll be looking out towards the Arctic Ocean.
Used to the bay if I may see a Nova Scotia.
I know, right?
Rose Blanche near Fort Bass. So if anybody drove here and took the ferry to Fort Bass, you just turn right instead of taking the highway and go a little ways. In Rose Blanche, there's a lighthouse and the roof looks exactly like this one. You'll also notice some cell towers. It's probably the best place to send any text messages.
As we rounded the final headland, it came in the view, towering above the waves, jagged and impossibly blue. It looked less like a chunk of ice and more like a sculpture carved by time and the ocean. Even from a distance, you could feel its presence. Still, silent, powerful. A frozen relic from distant glaciers, now resting just offshore like it always belonged there.
Go. Couldn't get any more up close and personal than this. So there you go. You can see how little is actually above the water and how much is actually beneath. Both the left and the right side here now, folks. You can hear it. Just take a listen now. Listen to the ice. All of those bubbles that you can hear, that's air pockets that were trapped in this ice. That is slowly starting to melt, especially the bigger one over on the right side of the vessel there, folks. You hear all that 12,000-year-old air starting to be released from the ice and bubbling up to the surface.
You've probably heard of a Newfoundland screech-in, but let's just say we found a way to do it that's about as Newfoundland as it gets. On a boat at sea, among icebergs, with a shot of rum and a few unforgettable traditions.
Go.
Let's go.
Grab some more
Oh,
here.
there you go.
That's all I got. So good. You don't do this one like you don't want to. And then there's two types of people in the world. There's Newfoundlanders. And there's those who want to be Newfoundlanders. So we've got some of those folks here today. So first we have a ceremony here that we call a screech-in ceremony. An opportunity for you folks to become honorary Newfoundlanders. But in order to do that, you have to do three things. You have to talk like a Newfoundlander. You got to drink something from Newfoundland. Today you've got to kiss something from Newfoundland. Yes, I was born in Newfoundland. Just so So, the first thing we're going to do is talk like a Newfoundlander. So, I'm going to ask some questions, and then you folks are going to respond to me as a Newfoundlander would, okay? Don't worry, I'll let you know what you got to say. So, first thing I'm going to ask is, you want to be a Newfoundlander? And you're going to respond with, yes, bye! Ready? Yes, bye.
Yes, bye.
And we don't talk from our throats, we talk from our belly. We bring it up from the diaphragm. So let's try it again. Ready? You want to be a Newfoundlander?
Yes, bye.
One more time. You want to be a Newfoundlander?
Yes, bye.
Here we go. So the next thing I'm going to ask is ye screechers? Now you're going to respond nice and simple with, "Deed I is, the old cock, and long may your big jib draws."
What?
Why are you laughing? You didn't get that?
Yeah, can you repeat that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll do it again a little slower. Ready? So, deed I is,
Deed I is,
the old cock,
the old cock,
and long may your big jib draw.
and long may your big jib draw.
Got it. So, deed I is means yes I am. The old cock is my buddy, my friend, my pal. Long may your big jib draw. A jib is a sail on a boat. So it essentially means may the wind be ever in your favor. Alright, think we can get it all from the top? We'll give it a try? So remember, you're going to say yes, bye first. Ready? You want to be a Newfoundlander?
Yes, bye.
Is ye screechers? Deed I is.
Deed I is.
The old cock. Long may your big jib draw. You got it. Round of applause for So, of course, back in the day when we had some trade circles going on, we would send codfish down to Jamaica, and in return, they would send the ships.
That's a
back
good look
full
for
of
ya.
This Jamaican rum. So, as I told my friend from Jamaica, he said to me, "Thanks for keeping my ancestors fed." And I said, "Thanks for keeping mine drunk." Okay. Good.
Great.
Thank you, Miss Goss.
Oh, that smells potent.
Don't drink it just yet. Don't drink it just yet. Everybody's got their strengths? Yeah. So, as the story goes, back during the war, there was an officer stationed here, and all the locals were tossing this back like it was water. And so he says, "I'm a big tough guy, I can drink that too." Comes over and takes a big swig and says, "Woo!" And everybody said, "What was that screech?" And of course, we've called it screech ever since. So, over the lips and through the gums, look out belly, here she comes. Cheers! Woof. Come on, we gotta get a few screeches.
How about that?
There you go. I think those back for you. Thank you. And I do a roll call here now, make sure everybody's
What's going on, landing and preaching on a boat?
Whoa, everybody's favorite chart. You gotta kiss something from Newfoundland. I didn't hear any stampede coming forward. Of course, to finish it off, we've got a dish. Now we get off a little easy because we've got a stuffed fish, but he's a codfish nonetheless. We always used to use a real one that frozen. This guy swims a little bit better in the washing machine.
Yeah.
They use it in 2020. So,
Yeah.
who would like to go first? Definitely over here.
Yes, of course you can use that.
There you go.
Oh,
There you go. All right, everybody's kissed the fish. You're now smoking like a Newfoundlander. You drank something from Newfoundland, and you kissed something from Newfoundland. So, by the power invested in me, as Mom said I could have that kind of power, I now commence you as honorary Newfoundlander. And of course, no ceremony will be official unless you hand a certificate. So, of course, we've got some certificates here for everyone. Take this home, frame it, put it up on your wall, tell everybody I am an honorary Newfoundlander. And for the love of the Lord, don't let me forget, When we get back to land, I'll show you where we pay our Newfoundland town taxes.
Yeah.
Twillingate was one of those places that surprised us. We came for the icebergs, but what we didn't expect was how much more there was to see. Charming trails, rugged coastlines, and a welcoming little town that we barely scratched the surface of. If there's one regret from this trip, it's not giving ourselves more time here. But the road was calling, and so we moved on, pointing the truck south towards Dildo Run Provincial Park. And yes, that was very intentional. Hey guys, it's been a pretty eventful day today. However, we are finally set up to camp. Just got the tent up, gotta put all the stuff in it, but tonight we are in another provincial park, our fourth on this trip. This one is called Dildo Run Provincial Park. We thought it was very fitting, we had to stay at it, so we're here tonight. It's a nice little spot. We're tucked up here in a nice little woodline, so we have basically nobody behind us. The lot right now beside us is empty, and the lot beside us on this side is the park ranger. So should be a very quiet spot. And Jennifer's happy because she's got the Wi-Fi and it reaches at the tent.
And
so
it works. We got 2 bars.
Excellent. So we're getting set up. We're gonna try and get some sleep and figure out what our plan the next couple days is, because today was pretty eventful. Between 4-hour drive, 4.5-hour drive, I think. Lots have happened today. Lots has happened. So we'll tune in tomorrow. Day 11 began at Dildo Run Provincial Park, and today we were setting out on what we proudly dubbed the Dildo Run, a 4-hour, 350-kilometer push across the island to the town of Dildo, Newfoundland. Dildo Run Provincial Park, and we're on our way to Dildo, Newfoundland. Dildo to Dildo. Here we go. But truthfully, this wasn't just about the name. Early in the trip, Jennifer spotted a pair of hand-carved birdhouses that instantly stole her heart on Facebook Marketplace. The only problem? They were located on the opposite side of the island, far from where we had planned to go. Heading to Dildo gave us the perfect excuse to loop back for them. So we made a little pit stop for Jennifer. She's been talking about these birdhouses since we got off the ferry here a week and a half or so ago. And she's a happy woman today because she got her birdhouses. And they're
absolutely beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful birdhouses. So I'm happy for her. She got her birdhouses. She looks very happy. Definitely the craziest thing we've ever driven for on Marketplace.
So far.
So far. Oh God. Somebody's got a banner for Marketplace. But anyway, we're on our way to Dildo now. We're gonna go stop at the brewery and stop the gift shop and see what else we can, other shenanigans we can get into Dildo. It's not every day you find yourself at a place called Dildo. So of course, we have to make the most of it. First stop, Dildo Brewing Company for our cold beer and the best fish and chips we've had on the island so far. Then a quick Dildo souvenir run, followed by a caffeine fix at Dildo Coffee House to round it all out. I don't think I've ever had to say dildo this many times in one day. All right, we're at Dildo Coffee House because, you know, we got to hit up all the spots in Dildo. Jen got some cake.
Oh my goodness, look at this. Get in there. Look at that. That is...
That's one deadly looking cake. After our visit to Dildo, we fueled up and found ourselves backtracking nearly the entire route we'd taken earlier, a solid 3-hour, 310-kilometer stretch across central Newfoundland. We had originally planned one more detour to Bonavista to see the puffins, but with the hours stacking up and the road taking its toll, we decided to skip the extra leg. In total, we clocked in over 750 kilometers before finally landing at Notre Dame Provincial Park. Tired, a little road weary, but glad to be back in the trees and setting up camp once again. This marks our 5th provincial park of the trip.
I was gonna do it. Yeah.
So this is what we ended up going to, what was it, Green Bay?
Greens Harbor.
Greens Harbor for, with these 2 custom-made, hand-carved, hand-wood-burn birdhouses for Jennifer. We weren't originally going to go east and see some of this stuff like Dildo and stuff, but we ended up going there anyway and picking them up, and
They're incredible.
she couldn't be happier.
Incredible.
Mhm.
I was hoping to find some handmade birdhouses on the island, and this is definitely above and beyond.
Mhm.
These were made by Mr. Crocker,
Mhm.
Greens Harbor, Newfoundland.
Mhm.
He hand carves all these.
And they're on Facebook Marketplace. So
Yes, they are, and they were in the gift shop in Greens Harbor as well.
mhm.
They sell them at the local shop.
Yeah.
And I was lucky enough to get my hands on 2 of them.
Yeah. So for all you wives watching that with your husbands that are on Facebook Marketplace and happen to be traveling Newfoundland, go check out those birdhouses.
Yeah, definitely
And
worth
drag
the
your
trip.
husbands to Dildo.
Definitely worth the trip.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can't wait to get them home.
Yeah. And I'm probably going to be the one that has to put them up.
Yeah, you're probably gonna miss them.
Yeah.